Hola amigos, and welcome to the first recipe video in my global kitchen. Those of you who watched my previous video will have heard me talking about my essential ingredients basket, and today we're doing a recipe which uses 10 ingredients from that basket plus one other, and that's all. So let's see what we have. The first is extra virgin olive oil, good quality, the best you can get. The second is vinegar. I'm using sherry vinegar, which is very traditional for this dish, but you can use white wine vinegar or cider vinegar. Salt and pepper and cumin powder. Fresh tomatoes, the softest, ripest, juiciest that you can find, basically. Again, the best quality is always going to be best. Some green pepper, one onion, can be red, can be white, can be yellow, they're all okay. Some garlic, some bread, and some cucumber, and that's it. So today, with those ingredients, we are going to make gazpacho. We're not sure where the word gazpacho comes from, but the most popular theory is that it comes from the Latin cacabus, which basically means a cauldron. And as we will find out over the coming months, there are many dishes which owe their name to the pot in which they're cooked, from cassoulet to tagine to marmite. And what equipment will we need today? Not a lot. Basically a chopping board, a knife, plastic bowl, wooden spoon and a blender. Then optional extras, if you want them, is a potato peeler and a sieve, but that depends on how you like your finished dish. So what exactly is gazpacho, or gazpacho rojo, red gazpacho, which is what we're making today? Well, it's basically a cold summer soup, ideal for a hot June day here in Spain. It's also a very easy dish because there's really no cooking involved unless you're good enough to make your own bread, but otherwise it's just a preparation dish, no cooking needed. And while I'm busy finishing off the chopping, let's look more closely at those ingredients. Okay, so this is for 2 to 3 people, I would say. And what we need is a kilo of fresh tomatoes chopped, 250 grams of cucumber chopped, a medium green pepper cooled and chopped, half a yellow or red onion peeled and chopped, 2 cloves of garlic, a generous glug of olive oil or 3 tablespoons if you prefer, a slightly less generous glug of vinegar or 2 tablespoons, half a teaspoon of cumin, salt and pepper, and a slice of bread. Okay, so now we've got all our ingredients prepared. Purists might say you should core the tomatoes. I don't bother. I just cut them and take out the seeds, and the same with the pepper. It's worth taking the seeds out because it doesn't matter how much you blend something, seeds survive. So basically we take our tomato, put that in the bowl, peppers and the garlic, cucumber and onion, then rip up this bread into small pieces, just throw it in there, and then we take a generous glug of olive oil, a decent slurp of vinegar, a little bit of cumin, some salt and pepper, and then we just mix it all up in a bowl like that. Now you could then put that bowl in the fridge for overnight to let it mature, or we can get straight on with the blending now. In the olden days we'd have needed a pestle and mortar and an awful lot of elbow grease to grind this down, but nowadays with electronic wizardry we just need a few seconds or a minute or two in a blender, and that's all we'll need. And as I hope you'll discover in future videos, I don't use too many electrical or fancy gadgets in most of my cooking, but a blender is something I do use, whether it's for curry base or the Balkan condiment Ivar or other bits and pieces, as you'll find out. Now, once we've blended it all, it depends really whether you want it rustic or not, which means not too fine, and that's where the sieve optional comes in. If you want it silky smooth, then whiz it a bit more and then put it through a sieve. But as far as I'm concerned, I like it like this. So I'm just going to garnish mine with a little bit of chopped cucumber and chopped pepper. And voila! Gazpacho.